we're not on Purdue because I'm getting to the team stats, aren't we? I don't know where Howard is. I don't think. I would assume it is a pretty bad.
Welcome back to Your Detroit Now. We got a great show ahead of us talking all things Detroit sports. Musa, how are you? Are you ready for the show?
I am ready. I'm always ready.
I love it. Musa, we're just coming off our Manuel Amezcua interview. How do you think that went? I thought it was pretty awesome.
I thought it was awesome too.
So special thanks to Manuel Amezcua for letting us borrow his studio, and special thanks to the At the Podium team for helping to make this happen. Musa, big week for sports. Lions free agency is now come to a close. Musa, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Our first signing, we all thought we were going to get Tyler Algier, me and you, right?
Yeah, that's right. We were hoping for. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We actually did not get him. He signed with the Arizona Cardinals. We got two-time Super Bowl champion Isaiah Pacheco.
I kind of like it.
I don't know. I don't see him as a power back. I think he's faster than he is at running.
I kind of like it, Musa, and the reason I like it is he was that role in another position, more of a power back. He was not that speed halfback that Gibbs is, that Darius Slay used to be prior to Gibbs. I like this role for him, and I think he'll fit in fine. He said he wants to be called Taz. He said that at the podium. I don't know if that one's going to stick, but you don't like it, Moose? You're not convinced?
I'm not convinced. Like I said, I don't. He doesn't have the ability to run people over like Demo did.
Let's talk about some of Isaiah Pacheco's stats from the 2025 seasons. Game played, 13. Yards, 462. Yards per completion, 3.9. Yards per game, 35.5. Musa, that's right about where we saw David Montgomery on a bad game, was 35.5. Touchdowns, only one last season. His longest was 16, 19 receptions, 26 targets. So, I mean, obviously a little bit of a down year, and you said it, you don't recover from ACL surgery and get better. I kind of like it, but, you know, you're crazy if you're thinking you're getting Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah. Next guy we got was center from the Carolina Panthers, Cade Mays.
What do you think about this one, Mos?
I mean, like, I feel like we could have gotten a little bit better. I mean, like, but his pass block is 94.3% for his win rate pass block.
Better than what we have currently.
Mm-hmm. Ranked 20th among all centers last season.
That's the bottom half, but where were we? Probably close to last place in that.
Probably.
So Musa, let's talk about what we missed out on. Max Crosby went to the Ravens, as we said, but that trade failed. Max Crosby failed his physical. Max Crosby was back on the table as a free agent. Do you think we called? Did we do anything?
No, we didn't do anything. We just let him stay a Raider.
Disappointing. Musa, let's also, the player that you talked about a lot last year, former Pittsburgh Steeler, Darius Slay. What happened with him?
He actually got released by the Steelers, but then, I think he signed with the Bills, but I don't think he played a single snap. And then after that, he retired. So I was partially correct. I did think that the Steelers were going to release him.
I think we'll give you 50%. You'll take it?
Sure. I guess. Next guy, we got Teddy Bridgewater back.
Welcome back, Teddy. Welcome back to Detroit.
Welcome back to Detroit. But we did release Kyle Allen. He's back with the Buffalo Bills, so we are going to need another quarterback for the preseason.
But we're talking third string, correct?
Yeah.
Kyle Allen, perfect QBR in his preseason game, but Teddy Bridgewater got himself one of these. Got himself a high school state championship ring.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a Super Bowl.
No, Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater went to coach high school football, broke many rules that we're not going to get into, but back on the Lions.
Back on the Lions. Next up, we got Larry Borum, offensive tackle from the Dolphins.
You like that pickup, Moose?
I mean, I never knew who this guy was.
This offensive line was weak to begin with, and hopefully these guys can get together and really help.
His pass block win rate is 91.2%. That's 32nd of all 68 tackles.
Top 50%, Moose. So special congratulations on these guys coming to Detroit. Welcome to Detroit.
Welcome to Detroit. Let's head over to the Pistons.
Musa, since we talked last, the Pistons were on a 3-game losing streak. Those are losses to the Cavs, Spurs, and Nets. The Pistons unfortunately made it 4 games. They lost to the Heat, 121-110. However, in the last 6 games since we've talked, which is all the games they've played, we're 4-2. That loss to the Heat, lost to the Raptors 2 games back, but we won 3 in a row. Pistons still first in the Central Division, 49-19. Still haven't hit 20 losses yet. Phil Jackson famously said, the team that hits 40 wins before their 20th loss, those are the teams that have a real chance at the championship. So we're at 49, still haven't hit 20 losses yet. I like where the Pistons are at, and I'm pretty pleased.
Yeah, I also like where the Pistons are at. Like you said, that 4-game, we made this a 4-game losing streak. Like I said, I'll be a bit concerned when we hit 5. Thankfully, we didn't, but I was a bit concerned.
A desperate win over the Nets. Let's talk about the Heat game real quick. Like I said, 110-121. Pistons are 2-1 on the season against Miami. Your game leaders, Cade Cunningham, 26 points. Ronald Holiday, the second, 7 rebounds. 10 assists was Cade Cunningham. Musa, how about the team stats?
44% on the field goal percentage, 40 for 90, 30% on the 3-point, that's 11 for 37, 79 on the free throw, 19 for 24, 12 turnovers, 39 rebounds, 1% led, and our largest lead was 2. A very ugly game and a very ugly stats.
Ugly. Musa, let's head to the next game against the Nets. This was 138-100. Jalen Duren, 26 points. Isaiah Stewart, 8 rebounds. Cade Cunningham, 15 assists. Musa, how about the team stats?
56% on the field goal percentage, 48 for 85. 52% on the 3-point percentage, 16 for 31. 76% on the free throw percentage, 26 for 34. 9 turnovers, 40 rebounds, 99% led, and 43 was our largest lead. One more away from my favorite number.
What's your favorite number?
44.
All right, Musa, let's talk about the next game. 76ers, 131-109. Pistons are 3-0 on the 76ers. Duncan Robinson, 19 points. Jalen Duren, 10 rebounds. Cade Cunningham with 13 assists. How do we do on the team stats, Moose?
54% on the field goal percentage, 48 for 89. 40% on the 3-point percentage, 14 for 35. 95% on the free throw percentage, 21 for 22. 17 turnovers, 40 rebounds, 99% led, and our largest lead was 35.
Next game was against the Memphis Grizzlies, 110-126. Pistons took this win. Jalen Duren, 30 points. Jalen Duren, 13 rebounds. Assist goes to Cade Cunningham with 15. Musa, how did the team do?
54% on the field goal percentage, 50 for 92. 34% on the 3-point percentage, 12 for 35. 78% on the free throw percentage, 14 for 18. 19 turnovers, 52 rebounds, 80% led, and largest lead was 22.
Musa, next game was against the Raptors, 108-119. Like I said earlier, we lost this. That puts the season record at 1-1 against Toronto. Cade Cunningham, 33 points. Jalen Duren, 11 rebounds. Cade Cunningham, 9 assists. How did the team do, Moose?
48% led, 48% on the field goal percentage, 41 for 85. 38% on the 3-point percentage, that's 10 for 26. 67% on the free throw percentage, 16 for 24. 13 turnovers, 39 rebounds, 23% led, and our largest lead was 6.
Finally, most recent game against the Washington Wizards, 130-117. Your game leaders, Jalen Duren, again, 36 points. Jalen Duren, again, 12 rebounds. Dennis Jenkins with 7 assists. Musa, because of his outstanding play against the Washington Wizards, against the Grizzlies, and how well he did through the rest of the week, Jalen Duren earning my player of the week, no question.
Good pick. Team stats, 51% on the field goal percentage, 41% on the three-point percentage, 84% on the free throw percentage, 13 turnovers, 50 rebounds, 75% led, and our largest lead was 22.
So, Moose, let's talk about where the Pistons kind of stand today. We're kind of being a little bit disrespected by the media. I feel the New York Knicks are always the conversation. They're asking Knicks fans, who are they more worried about, Cleveland or the Boston Celtics? We're 4 games up on Boston.
Yeah, I don't know why we're getting this disrespect.
I mean, yes, the Spurs have our number, but they're in the other conference. Oklahoma City Thunder's already clinched the playoffs. So I think we are a little bit being disrespected by the media because this is a good team. We have now put ourselves in the conversation for the conference championship game. Now, is that your expectation, Moose, that we hit the conference championship?
Oh, yeah, it's got to be.
I think so, too. I think it's the floor for these guys. So we'll see what happens. But Cade Cunningham said, what have we proved? Nothing. All right, Moose, all that being said, let's head over to NHL. The Red Wings not looking too good. 3 losses out of the last 4 games. That's the Panthers, Lightning, and Stars. Let's talk about the game against the Panthers. Musa, who were the players of the game?
Justin Falk was our only player of the game with 1 goal and 1 assist.
Yeah. Red Wings put up 28 shots, 16 hits, 6 penalty minutes, 51.7% of the faceoffs. But we just lost. They had an outstanding third period, 3 goals. It was, we couldn't stop them. Musa, next game we played the Lightning. How did we do?
We played terrible, and we didn't have a single star of the game.
That's right. Again, an outstanding third period for the Lightning. 25 shots the Red Wings had, 21 hits, 2 penalty minutes, which is good, and exactly 50% on the faceoff. Finally, the last loss of the week was against the Stars, 3-2. Musa, who were the stars of the game?
Again, we didn't have a single star of the game.
Team stats, 24 shots, 20 hits, 20 penalty minutes, 55% was the face-off percentage. Lost this one in overtime, but at least we got a point. Musa, let's talk about our win against the Flames. How did we do?
Patrick Kane was one of our stars of the game with 2 goals, and Alex DeBrincat with 3 assists.
Yeah, an outstanding second period, 4 goals. Red Wings had 25 shots, 26 hits, 13 penalty minutes, and 40% face-off. Red Wings went into the game minus 180 point favorites on the money line. Let's talk about where these losses put us as the season is continuing. Musa, the Red Wings struggle in March. I think that's, I think it's just a fact. Look at what we did last year. The Red Wings do terrible in March. This break hurts us. We just, again, off to a terrible start.
Yeah, we're 4th, actually technically 5th in the Atlantic Division.
Yeah. So I'm embarrassed, man. We were a playoff team. We were not a wild card spot. We had the division locked up pretty early. But remember, you can't count these guys out. These guys, put together a pretty close playoff run back-to-back years. So we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, Musa. Let's talk about baseball before we get into the big event everyone's waiting for. WBC just came to an end last night. Tarek Skubal pitched only 1 game. Musa, we lost to Venezuela. What happened?
We lost to Venezuela and we kidnapped their president.
That's true, Musa. That's true. We did.
They were actually pretty mad. We were
pretty mad, man. What do we do?
They were pretty mad for kidnapping their president.
I guess so. They had a little extra emotion, but you know what happened? Aaron Judge struck out 3 times. He went 0 for 4. How do you do that? How are you Captain America and you strike out 3 times? This guy doesn't have the clutch gene. He did it in the World Series. This guy is killing us.
I know. I saw that. He was killing us that game. 3 strikeouts. That is terrible.
So what do you do? I mean, if you're America, your head coach has embarrassed himself by saying we've clinched the playoffs when you clearly didn't. Your captain went 0 for 4 in the biggest game this year. I mean, the season, he said this isn't nothing compared to a World Series win. He'd rather win the World Series. So maybe first of all, my question, Musa, would be how do we make the WBC more prestigious to these American players to make them actually care? And because when you look in the Venezuela dugout, they were cheering, they were excited. When you looked at our dugout, we were defeated. I mean, we were so deflated. We had no energy. So how do you make the guys care about this more?
That's actually a great question. You just treat this I know this is very vague, but I would treat this as a World Series.
You should, right? You're representing your country.
Representing your country. Imagine this is a World Series, but everyone in the world.
Yeah, I agree. So, I don't know, man. This is weird. What's that?
They didn't have the right mindset.
No, they didn't. And you could tell it wasn't the same team after the Italy game. After we thought we clinched, we played the Dominican Republic, not the same environment. These guys, after that comment and after we lost to Italy, barely squeaking by because Italy won, this team was deflated. It wasn't the same. We weren't putting up, 9-spot innings, 8-spot innings.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I don't know if you can make these guys care more, but having a head coach that totally embarrassed us, that doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't at all.
So, that being said, Tiger season's underway. All that being said, I like where the Tigers are. Does Kevin McGonigal, did he force his way onto the opening day roster?
I think so.
I think he did. He's playing outstanding. He was, a top prospect in the minor league. I'd like to see him on the opening day roster. It's silly if you don't have him.
Yeah, very silly.
So, Musa, all that being said, any final thoughts on the Tigers before we head over to the main event?
Can't wait to have the GOAT play with us again.
100%. All that being said, Musa, let's talk about the main event of the evening. And yes, let me address the elephant in the room. I forgot my Michigan shirt. I owe you a Michigan shirt, Musa. So next episode, I will be in my Michigan shirt. I hope you can forgive me one day.
You do. Oh, yeah. I'll think about the forgiveness. I'll sleep on that.
You'll sleep on it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Moose, let's talk about, before we head into the tournament, what happened, man? What happened? U of M played MSU. Where did we go wrong?
I don't remember if we talked about this game, but Michigan defeated the Iowa Hawkeyes 71-68. And in the next game, we defeated twice in a row the Michigan State Spartans, a 90-80.
Yeah, we went into this game ranked number 8 in the country. We went in plus 11.5 point underdogs. That was terrible.
Very terrible by you and great for us.
Let's talk about the game leaders. When it comes to points, Jackson Kohler, MSU's top scorer with 23 points.
Yaxel Lindenberg with 27.
Jackson Kohler, 8 rebounds, 6 defensive, 2 offensive.
7 rebounds by Morez Johnson Jr., 3 defensive, 4 offensive.
And then for assists, Jeremy Fierce Jr., 3 turnovers, 37 minutes, 9 assists.
3 assists by Yaxel Lindenberg, 0 turnovers, 38 minutes.
Musa, when it comes to team stats, 45% from the field goal, that's 29 for 65.
49% on the field goal, 27 for 55.
3 ball, 33%, 6 for 18.
45% on the 3 ball, 10 for 22.
Free throw, 80%.
Free throw, 90%.
7 turnovers.
10 turnovers.
32 rebounds.
35 rebounds.
19% of the time, the Spartans were up.
70% of the time, the Wolverines were up.
And the largest lead the Spartans got were 5 points.
And the largest lead the Wolverines got were 11.
MSU's best chance of winning this game was during a substitution at 13:30, 58-55 MSU's lead. That was, like I said, pretty center of the second quarter. But Musa, I felt like we never really had a chance.
No, you never had a chance against the Michigan Wolverines. You never.
So
did.
like I said, because of that, I'm gonna have to wear a U of M shirt. So I owe you one. I forgot it today. So don't let me forget. I'll wear it on the next episode. But this was embarrassing, and I'm starting to question the validity of this team right now.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you're gonna get past North Dakota State?
Really?
I'm just wondering.
Are you being serious?
You know how many times you lost to unranked teams?
Twice. We've lost to unranked teams twice.
That's more than us.
That's true. But Musa, I don't know, man. I'm concerned about where the Spartans are. We did not do good in the Big Ten tournament. We're going to jump into that in just a second. But I am extremely upset.
Big Ten tournament.
Musa, let's head over to the Big Ten tournament. Spartans lost their first game against UCLA. This is a game the Spartans somehow were down the entire time. We got their head coach. Did you see him earlier in the season? That's the worst question I've ever been asked.
Yeah, I did see that.
So Spartans were down, 83% of the time. I thought they were going to come back. I was watching. I was like, at some point they come back. At some point. Surely at some point. Nope. Never did. Spartans lost 88-84. This is embarrassing. I don't know what happened. I really don't know. We came out flat, and this is not good to lose to your biggest opponent and lose first round to an unranked UCLA team.
Yeah, I don't know how you do. You're number 8 in the country. What were you in the tournament?
We got a first round bye.
So you're number 3 in the tournament, and you were number 6. Technically, this counts as an unranked loss, so you actually have 3 unranked losses this season.
I guess you're right, but this is embarrassing, man. I am seriously questioning how good these Spartans are. I don't know if we deserve to be a top 10 team, and I would make the argument if Tom Izzo wasn't the coach, I don't think we're a top 10 team nationally ranked.
Really?
I don't think so. I think this is. We'll see. Obviously, in the tournament, where experience helps so much.
Oh, and Emilio, I forgot to do this while Michigan beat the Spartans. Do you want to hear it?
No.
And fast forward to the good part.
What is this? All right, Musa, that's enough. They've heard enough. We got to move on. Producer Chris is telling us you got to move on, Moose.
You know you secretly loved it. Imagine being first rounded. Ooh. The Big Ten tournament, our first opponent, again, for the 3rd time this season, we faced the Ohio State Buckeyes. We won this game 67-20. 67-71, officially giving us 30 wins on the season.
That's exciting, Moose. How about Wisconsin? That was a close game.
Close game, and I have a player of the week coming up, and just gotta wait.
Okay.
First of all, 12 p.m., March 13. That was during a school day. Why would they put the Michigan Wolverines versus Ohio State Buckeyes, the greatest rivalry in college sports, on a school day?
I don't know. Why would they?
Why would they? That's what I'm asking. I wanted to see this game. It's during school.
Your mom was cool, though. She let you miss, right?
No.
What?
You probably saw the game.
Yeah, of course I watched the game.
Anyway, let's get into some of the let's get into the game leaders. Adedai Mara, 17 points, 7 for 11 on field goal, 3 for 3 on free throw, 7 rebounds. Adedai Mara, 6 defensive, 1 offensive. Elliot Cadeau, 7 assists, 4 turnovers, 37 minutes. But we ended up winning 71-67. Third time this season we beat the Ohio State Buckeyes, our greatest rival.
How'd you guys do against Wisconsin?
We won, didn't we? We won this game 68-65 against the 23 ranked Wisconsin Badgers. I'm gonna call my player of the week early. Yaxel Lendenberg. No, he didn't have good stats. No, he wasn't our leaders in anything besides assists. But with 3 seconds left on the clock, game-winning three-point shot by Yaxel Lendenberg. This guy is very, very clutch, and I'm so glad that we had him on our team, but sad that he's gonna go to the NBA draft. Let's get to the game leaders. 16 points for Adedai Mara, 7 for 11 on field goal, 2 for 4 on free throw. 8 rebounds for Adedai Mara, 6 defensive, 2 offensive, and Yaxel Lendenberg, 3 assists, 0 turnovers in 35 minutes.
Musa, what happened against Purdue? 80-72.
I just think they missed so many penalties on that 45 guy, Cuff. What's his?
Clough?
Clough.
Oscar Clough?
Oscar Clough. He picked up our guy and threw him to the ground. He picked up Adedai Mara and threw it to the ground, and he didn't call it.
Yeah, I don't know how you missed that.
But anyway, 20 points by Yaxel Lendenberg, 18 for 14 on a field goal, never had a free throw. 7 rebounds for Adedai Mara, 7 defensive, 0 offensive, and Elliot Cadeau, 10 assists, 2 turnovers, 38 minutes. Braden Smith. When I saw this guy, I thought this guy was probably 6'5", but no, he is 6'4". When I saw him go against Adedai Mara, he made him look like he was a dwarf, like one of the 7 dwarfs.
Come on, Musa.
Anyway, I just want to point something out. You can't win a game when you have 7 turnovers. You just can't.
No, you really cannot.
That's just
You're absolutely right.
You have to be the 2022 Minnesota Vikings. Actually, no, the 2017 New England Patriots.
Ooh, good reference there, Musa. Musa, let's head over to the best tournament in sports, and it may be the best event in sports. What's happening tomorrow?
Tomorrow is probably... Did you get your bracket in?
I got my bracket in. Did you get your bracket in?
I got my bracket in.
Who's going all the way?
How many did you do? I only did 1.
I just did the 1. Who's going all the way?
Who do you think?
I think it's pretty easy to guess. I'm gonna guess you're gonna say UofM.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, the event that is happening tomorrow will be March Madness.
Best event in sports. Do you remember when OU made it last year? Do you remember MSU Duke 2019? Do you remember UofM making it to the national championship game?
I do remember those.
So some notable events that happened with Detroit and with March Madness. Musa, let's talk about the bracket coming out. Where do you stand? How's UofM look? How does MSU look? Do you want to start?
First of all, we versed Howard. I don't know where Howard is. I would assume it is a pretty bad basketball school. We have a minus 30.5 differential. That's really great. I did have Michigan win this though in a obviously blowout.
So you have Michigan going all the way?
I did have Michigan going all the way against Duke.
I have Duke going all the way against Michigan. What did you say the total points would be for the tiebreaker?
77-74.
77-74. That's a pretty close game, Moose. U of M has the easiest region out of anybody. You guys got the easiest region out of any number 1 seed.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but...
Musa, let me talk about my region for just a second. Let's just talk about some of the universities that are here. Duke, St. John, Kansas, Michigan State, a good UCLA team, probably the best 7 seed there is. UConn, a pretty decent Ohio State team. You know, you beat them 3 times, but they're still a pretty decent team. This is a stacked region. St. John's was robbed of a 4 seed after they destroyed UConn. So I don't know what happened. This is the toughest region I've ever seen.
I'm not gonna lie. Even though I don't like Michigan State, I will admit, like, you did get a pretty hard.
It is what it is. We're gonna need a 2019 MSU Duke moment, just like we did.
Versus Duke?
Yeah, in 2019, the Spartans played Duke.
You are gonna need that badly, and I mean badly.
That's right, Musa. With all that being said, let's hit the phones. Demetrius in Detroit. Demetrius wants to know, what are your sleeper teams for March Madness coming up? Final 4 predictions. How important is March Madness for Izzo? Could this be one of his best teams? Let me start off by answering that last question. Could this be one of Izzo's best teams? Probably not. The way we finished the tournament, the way we looked at the end of the regular season, I'm not thrilled about it. However, if anyone can make these guys look good, it's Izzo. But I don't think this is his best team. Who are some of your sleepers, Musa?
In the tournament, like teams?
Yeah.
Long Island, baby. Long Island.
I like it. What's calling Long Island?
I don't know. It's just the smallest state in the U.S. Like, I'm a big underdog fan.
I love it. I love it. You know what, Musa? I'll jump on there with you. I'll go with Long Island, too.
Also, like Siena.
I like Siena, too. Siena against Duke, that would be amazing. I know I had Duke winning, but I'd like to see Siena. I'd like to see a big upset there. Do you remember Purdue was the 1 seed and they lost first round a few years ago?
I do remember that.
So I'm going to take Long Island with you, Musa. Who do they play in the first game?
They versus Arizona.
Arizona. I like it, Moose. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Fins up. Do it.
Is that
oh yeah, that's their thing. It's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous weapon in sports. How about that?
A fin?
The fins up.
The fins
do
up.
it. You got to do it. Fins up. Every free throw, Moose.
Fins up.
That's right. That's right. Look at you. You know that.
Horns down.
Next question comes from Luke in Clarkston. Luke wants to know, what do we think of the Lions offseason? Musa, I'll let you take this one.
I mean, like, it was way better than last year's, but we get 4 guys, and we got like double that. I mean, I would say it was bad, but like I feel like we could have done a lot better. Like I feel like we could have reached for Max Crosby. I feel like we could have reached for a better, probably a safety, since Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph might miss early in the season. Probably a corner.
I wish, like you said, I wish we would have went all in. But, you know, it's a longevity game with these GM guys. They try and keep their job as long as possible. So that means you're mediocre for a long time. I wish you go for Max Crosby, take a swing. If you miss, we're in the same spot. So I think the team did get better with some of these, some of these pickups, shoring up the O-line, the center, the tackle. But I don't know if this is big wins.
I don't know either. We lost a couple of guys like Khalif Freeman, Alex Anzalone, Amik Robertson. Like, those guys were like impacted the team a lot.
100%. Well, Musa, that's all we got time for. If you want to be like Demetrius and Luke and ask a question on the show, there's a Gmail in the description, yourdetroitnow@gmail.com. That's how me and Musa can read your questions. Special thanks to Manuel Amezcua last week letting us use his studio. Thank you for a great interview.
Thank you so much, Manuel Mesquo. Such a nice guy.
100%. Very, very nice.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, come watch our next video, and this is Your Detroit Now.